Hi, everyone, and welcome to Juno Sphere, where we learn about a whole sphere of topics and how they are interconnected, just as we are all interconnected. The purpose of this video is to enlighten and entertain you. Today, we're looking at the Two of Swords card, focusing on the rich symbolism of the Rider Waite Smith Tarot deck. The dates for this card are from September 23rd to October 2nd. Some of the key words associated with the Two of Swords card are relief, differences resolved, truce, peace restored, pleasure after pain, a weight lifted from the mind, peace of mind, the crossing, a temporary balance, a sense of release from captivity, using wisdom and understanding to assess the situation, affirming a philosophy or lifestyle, identifying and affirming a new belief, opinion, lifestyle, schedule, or communication. In reversed position, release, movement of affairs away from difficulty, but sometimes in the wrong direction, and upon misguided or willfully misleading advice. Two issues, situations, choices, or relationships have been integrated at a subconscious level, and the mind is not at peace. You will soon experience outward signs and evidence of this mental integration. A seated woman balances two swords on her shoulders. The old cartomancers described her as being hoodwinked. We would say blindfolded. Perhaps she is blind to her situation. Behind her, the sea contains rocks to trap the unwary. A new moon shines down upon her. Looking at the symbolism, she sits in front of a vast lagoon with a low range of mountains in the distance and a chain of boulders rising above low tide. The card of difficult decisions, discussions, and debate. While the conflict is usually internal, it can find its expression on the outside world as well. The blindfold over the eyes represents a warning against failing to grasp an issue and against holding prejudices. In a positive sense, it stands for impartiality and preparation for seeing things with the mind's eye. For the realm of the mind and spirit starts where the physical eye can no longer discern, and that is where you deal with the most important issues. Also, can mean avoidance, choosing to ignore. The blindfold represents the realm of the mind that extends far beyond the physically visible. Indeed, it really only begins where physical vision stops. Negatively, you are under a delusion, not knowing what is going on. Positively indicates mental activity and a lack of prejudice. The swords, the weapons of the intellect, are spread wide and extend beyond the given frame. Moon and water stand for feelings, spirituality, and generally for the sheer breadth of life. However, this part of the soul lies at the figure's back, perhaps unknown, below the level of consciousness. They also indicate being stuck between two different situations, not taking action until the facts are in, using intuition as a compass. The two swords represent two conflicting opinions. She must choose between two equally valid options. While she's blindfolded, she'll be forced to rely on her other senses, including her intuition. A blindfold can also symbolize the subconscious mind. The reach of the swords tells us to think global and act local. The unconditionality and the freedom of the mind should remain in contact with the conditionality, for example, with the practical necessities of existence. Also, a broad mental horizon. Now to the crossed arms. The breast contains the heart and, according to widespread opinion, the soul. Positively, all thoughts radiate from here and come back here to roost. Negatively, blockage and limitation. Upright, the legs of the figure are slightly apart, the arms folded in front of the chest. There is a good flow within the body from top to bottom and vice versa. Or the person has a blockage from the breast upwards. There is a little white patch on the forehead. This is a reference to the third eye, the higher insights that we achieve when we are able to endure the balance between land and water, or dream and reality. The gray color of the figure, positively, speaks to being neutral, objective, composed, without prejudice, balanced and fair. Negatively, clouded thinking, unconscious, apathetic, and expressionless. The crescent moon, waxing toward full, represents the early stages of growth and development. The sickle moon says it is wise to turn around and be conscious of what is behind one. Otherwise, the moon, with its intuitions, but also its moods, can cause confusion. Mountains in the background represent a stalemate, blocked intuition. The wide waters represent endless waters, the hydrologic cycle, surging feelings. They are all there. The question is simply whether the figure in the image has noticed them at his or her back. In other words, whether he or she consciously takes them into account. The islands or rocks, the isles of consciousness in the ocean of the subconscious. This is an image suggested by Sigmund Freud. Also, the ability to draw conclusions about that which is hidden below the surface on the basis of what is visible. The other shore represents the task or ability to see the other side, to perceive the unknown and the unconscious in oneself and in others, and to be tolerant of differentness. Reversed, denial, not seeing a problem clearly, choosing inaction to avoid discomfort, blindness, indecision, disloyalty, treachery, and lies. In conclusion, are you avoiding taking action because it may cause discomfort? Or are you stuck because you don't have enough information to proceed without feeling uneasy or fearful? Your intuition will serve as an excellent compass at this time. Only you will know if your inaction is the result of taking a pragmatic approach or one that is the consequence of denial. You may face a difficult situation that will require you to make a decision. You may not have all the information necessary to move ahead with confidence. Consider if now is the best time to move, or if time and patience will prove beneficial. Let your intuition be your guide if your gut tells you to move forward. Do so without an attachment to the outcome, as the source of pain is attached to events and not meeting expectations. Trust yourself to make sound decisions. There is no easy middle ground here. You must make a choice. You'll be able to come to peace with your decision. Please check out the companion video titled The Two of Swords card, Astrology and General Information for further guidance. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment on my videos, and ring that bell for notifications. I'm so grateful for your support. Thanks for tuning in, and I invite you to tune into Juno Sphere again soon. Bye.